Hey guys, so in reading today, not only are we going over passages, but we're also going to be reviewing some things that we have learned through our mini lessons and reading some things that are really going to help us understand what we're reading and just kind of comprehend what we're reading in our stories. So context clues is one thing that we are going to be learning this week. And context clues are clues that readers use to find out the meaning of unknown words within a passage, story, or text. So we are looking for the meaning of unknown words, okay? Within the passage, story, or text. So sometimes, most of the time, authors, they write and they use words that maybe we're not going to know about or we're not going to know what they are. So what they do is they help put words around that or clues around that word for us to understand what the word is. And so we're going to be learning about 4 different types this week. And then we're going to be actually looking at some examples, and then you're going to be practicing on your own using context clues. So today we're going to be talking about definitions. So sometimes the author may put the meaning of the word in the sentence. And usually they're going to put it, they're going to have the word and they're going to put it after the word. Okay? And that's just going to help us understand what that word means, especially when we're doing informational text and we're learning about different things. There's probably going to be a handful of words that we may not know. So the author is going to put in there the definition to what that word is to help us better understand what we're reading. So you have a handout that says context clues definition. We're on the definition one for today. You have several of these for the week, but we're on the one that says definition Monday. Now there is a back. The back says independent. That is for you to do on your own to practice. We're going to do the front together so you can see how do we use context clues to help us understand words that we may not know. So it says, read the passage, answer the questions about the bold print words. They're already going to have the word in there for us, and we're going to have to figure out what does that mean by looking around the word to help us figure out. So let's look at the first one. The boys went on an adventure in their neighborhood. They discovered a vacant house. It had spider webs on the porch. The front door was wide open and there was no furniture inside. The boys got scared and ran back home as fast as they could. So if you have a highlighter, you can also use a crayon, a matte pencil, or your pencil. I want you to either highlight or underline the word vacant. That is the word that we are going to be figuring out what the meaning is. And so let's kind of read after the word vacant, and see, is there any clues that could help us understand what the word vacant means? So it said it had spider webs all over the porch. The front door was wide open and there was no furniture inside. So for me, that's a clue. There was no furniture inside. So think about it. If there's no furniture inside this house, and if it's vacant, so what do you think that means? So let's look at our answer choices. A house that is not filled, used, or lived in. Possibly, because think about it. When you live in something, you're going to have some type of furniture. You may not have a whole lot of furniture, but you're going to have some type of furniture. So I'm going to put a question mark, because that could possibly mean vacant. A house that is full. Well, they also said it had spider webs and the front door was wide open. There was no furniture. So no, I don't think B is our answer. A house that is occupied. So occupied means that someone is living in it. No. And that it has stuff inside of it. A house that is open and has lots of people. Did it say anything about having people inside? No. So my answer is A, and I know this because I used the fact that there was no furniture inside to help me figure out what vacant meant. So part B, this is where we're going to use sentences from the text that helped us understand what vacant meant. So which sentence from the text best supports? Guys, supports means help, okay? So when you see the word support, where it says that supports your answer, that means what helped you get the correct answer? What helped you pick that answer? So the front door was wide open and there was no furniture inside. That's a maybe because we did highlight that. We did say that that was a clue that it meant that no one lived there. The boys got scared and ran back home as fast as they could. Nope. That just telling me what they did when they found out there was nobody inside. They discovered a vacant house. Well, that's not really going to help me because I don't know what the word vacant meant. So no. And then D, the boys went on an adventure in their neighborhood. No. So B and D, guys, are actually events that happened in our story, but they don't help me understand what the word vacant means. So A is my answer. Okay. The next one. The teachers let the students have extra recess this past Friday. When the children came in, they were weary from all the extra play. The students placed their heads on their desks. The students asked if they could rest until it was time to go home. So I'm going to either highlight or underline the word weary. So what do we think weary means? So they were weary from all the extra playing, so we know they played extra time. The students placed their heads on their desks. The students asked if they could rest. So these are things that they did after. So they placed their heads on their desk. And then they asked if they could rest until it was time to go home. So those are some clues that would help me understand what weary means. So let's look at our answer choices. We're on part A. What is the meaning of weary as it is used in the text? To not care about something. No, it doesn't tell us anything they don't care about. To become exhausted and tired because of physical activity. Maybe. Because it says they laid their heads on their desks. They wanted to rest. When you rest, it's because you're tired. Okay, so that could possibly it. To become overwhelmed. So overwhelmed means you're just like, you have a lot of stuff on your mind and you don't know what to do. You're overwhelmed. So no. To become energetic and refreshed. Well, if they wanted to rest and lay their heads down, they are not refreshed or energetic. So B is our answer. So what were some things that helped? What were some sentences that helped support your answer? And there's guys, if you see anything that says choose all that apply, that means there's going to be more than one answer. Okay, so there's going to be more than one answer. So, is it A, the students asked if they could rest until it was time to go home? Yes, we know that's going to help us figure out what the word weary means. Because when you're resting, that means you're tired. The teacher lets students have extra recess. So does that tell us anything about being exhausted and tired? No. C, when the children came in, they were weary from all the extra playing. So does that help me understand what the word weary means? No. The students placed their heads on their desks. So if you're weary, it means you're exhausted and tired. And yes, think about when you come in from recess and you want to lay your head down. You just kind of want to sit and relax and rest. So A and D are answer choices. Okay, so you're going to be doing the back for practice. You're going to do exactly what we did. I want you to kind of think. I kind of showed you how I went through each answer choice and kind of what my thought process was, whether I should pick it or whether I should not. Remember, the word support means help. What sentence helped you? Find the meaning of the word, and then if it says choose all that apply, that means you're probably going to have more than one answer. All right, guys.